So with the sound test or with the noise test, let's take a look at whenever I'm speaking, the amount of sound is going to record. You see now it's low, but immediately I begin to speak, it's going to record. So
Doogee, sushi, sushi. Nah, that's not a food. It's Doogee, Doogee. What is up, everyone? It's Hamdan on the channel, and today's video is going to be on one special Android device that I've got to use for the past week. And this device really shocked me. It's not actually this. This is a Google Pixel 3 XL. This device is this, which is the Doogee S96 Pro. Is this sushi? No, it's actually Doogee. Doogee is a Chinese brand, and this phone company specializes in making rugged smartphone devices. Rugged in the sense that they make devices or smartphones that can withstand a whole lot of environmental conditions. So if you are someone who works at a place whereby you get to be in contact with a whole lot of water, then this device is for you. And if you are also an outdoor person, someone who likes hiking or who like using your device in a place whereby it's very hard to find electricity, basically a remote place, then this device is for you. Because this machine over here can last up to approximately 3 days when fairly used. And if you are, let's say, someone who uses the device to, should I say, its maximum capacity, then the least time or the least days it can take you is basically 24 hours. In terms of hardware, it's just insane. So let's delve right in. In terms of hardware, this Doogee S96 Pro I'm having over here is literally being covered with reinforced plastic materials, but at the corners it's being made up of rubber materials. And the reason why the corners are being covered with rubber materials is that whenever the phone falls down, so that the rubber can be able to absorb the shock, serving as a protective mechanism for the internal structure of the device. So with this device, you don't actually need a phone cover or a phone case. The phone itself comes with its own rubber material, so you don't need to worry about whenever the phone falls down or anything like that. And also it's being featured with a 6.22-inch display. In terms of software, the Doogee S96 Pro comes pre-installed with Android version 10 or Android 10. And at the moment we are having Android version 14, and we are currently waiting for the Android version 15. Meaning in terms of software, this one I'm having over here is far behind. There are some other software features that this device came with that is very hard to find on other Android smartphone devices. For instance, it's having a compass system. So meaning if you are in the woods or you get lost at a remote place whereby it's very hard to find your exact location, then it means you can use the compass system in order to navigate through your way out. And another software feature being introduced by this phone, which is not common in many Android devices, is the noise test tool. For meaning if you are at a place whereby you actually want to test to see the amount of noise in the background, what you just need to do is to head onto your phone, go to the outdoor tools, and with the outdoor tools just tap on the sound meter. So with the sound meter, this phone will be able to do a noise test for you, so basically giving you the amount of sound decibels at that particular environment at the moment. And I really like this. So if the environment is very quiet, the phone is going to tell you, and if it's also being too loud, the phone is also going to tell you. So the phone is just going to make sure that you are at the right place for your own self, basically for your own health. And there are some other features on this phone. You can also use it to measure a height, and also an alarm bell, a protractor, a magnifier. The magnifier is basically a zoom tool, so you can use it to zoom and capture details of various objects. And this is how the flashlight looks like. It's not like a dotted LED. It's basically comprises of a whole lot of LEDs at the back. So in terms of the camera setup of the Doogee S96 Pro, this device is being featured with a quad-core camera setup. So the main camera lens is being featured with a 20 megapixel, and the ultra-wide is also being featured with an 8 megapixel. And the night vision, specifically dedicated for taking videos at night or taking pictures at night, it's also being featured with a 20 megapixel. Don't worry about the night vision at the moment, I'm going to talk about it. And lastly, there is a macro lens, and the macro lens is being featured with a 2 megapixel. And also the selfie camera is being featured with an 18 megapixel. Mostly we always cry of itel and Tecno devices having better or stronger batteries that can last for the average daily use. But this device I'm holding over here is being featured with a 6350 milliamp hour battery. Or here again, this device over here is being featured with a 6350 milliamp hour battery. And on the average use, if you are someone who doesn't use like a whole lot of apps, just like a light user, this device can take you up to 3 days. But if you are someone who is more or less like a heavy user, on the average, this device can take you more than a day. It can take you more than 24 hours. At times, there is no need to even worry about you charging the device, because mostly the device is always full. I'll only recommend this phone to people who fall under this category. So if you fall under this category of people, then I think it's actually better or best for you to go and get one of these devices. First of all, is people that work at places whereby it's very hard to get a very good and stable electricity. Because of the capacity of the battery, which is a 6350 milliamp hour battery, on the average, it can take you up to 3 days. So you won't need to worry about you searching for places whereby you can get stable electricity in order to power this device. It's already being powered. Also, if you are someone who like going outdoors and you are the type of person that don't like to take a whole lot of things, let's say power banks and all those things, then this device is also for you. Because taking this device can take you throughout your whole journey and you come back. Another person I would recommend this phone for is a security personnel. This phone is having a feature called the night vision, and mostly if you are someone who is into action movies and games, you really know what night vision is. So meaning if you are a security personnel and you are having this device, let's say during the night around 12 a.m. to 4 a.m., you can use this device to do a whole lot of security checkups around your place. So if someone is hiding with this device, you can clearly see the person at peak darkness. Why you shouldn't buy this device? Although the camera setup is being featured with a quad-core camera setup, having all the necessary megapixels and all those things. But if you are someone who prioritizes high quality pictures, this phone is not for you, because there are a whole lot of mid-range smartphone devices that can outperform this phone in a whole lot of ways. Can take decent pictures but not that good. In terms of portraying the picture in more contrast, let's say vibrance and the ability to handle low light and all those things, this device is not a better option for you. One other reason why I wouldn't buy these devices, it came with Android 10, and at the moment we are having Android version 14 and we are even waiting for the 15 to be released. So if you are someone who prioritizes a lot in terms of security updates, like in terms of protecting yourself against malware and other stuffs that can actually take away your user information and a whole lot of things, then this device is not for you. And if you are also someone who likes smaller phones or phones that are not that bulky, this phone is actually very big. It's massive. Because of the battery, the rubbers and all those things, the phone is very bulky. So if you are someone who prioritizes less bulky devices, then this phone is not for you. In terms of weight, this weighs about 307 grams, so it's actually heavy. Some of the things I think this phone actually came with, and there are a whole lot of flagship devices out there that are not having these features, even in 2024. First things first, the night vision camera. There is a lens which is a 20 megapixel and is specially being dedicated for the infrared lens on this device. So you can take very good pictures even at peak darkness. If you are someone who is into like watching movies or let's say action movies and all those things, you get to know what night vision is. And most soldiers or most military personnel usually have this night vision cameras or these night vision lenses on their snipers, so they can use it to find their enemies or targets even in peak darkness. So if you are someone who is more or less like security oriented, so at times you just want to see at the back of your house what is happening in midnight, you can get this device and it will give you nice pictures of people over there. I'll be adding some of the pictures so that you can check them out. But one thing about the night vision is that it's going to capture the picture in black and white, so not like a normal color graded picture. Or another feature this device came along with is the sound meter, the compass, and the height meter and many others. With the compass, you can be able to get your exact location. With the sound meter, you can be able to test the amount of sound or noise in the background in terms of decibels. And even if you don't know how to read the sound meter, the phone itself can be able to analyze everything for you, whether the environment is quiet or the noise is very heavy. Lastly, with the compass system, you can be able to maneuver your way around whenever you find yourself at a place whereby it's very hard to get the actual location of you. So just open your device, go to the tools box or the outdoor tools box, and you can be able to access these features. So you can use the compass to navigate around. You can use the sound meter to measure the amount of noise in the background, and you can use the night vision to take pictures even in midnight. To me, this device is still one of the best Android devices out there, with a decent camera system, with a very good battery life. So if you are someone who is looking for a bigger battery phone, this is for you. And if you are also a security personnel, this phone is also for you. If you are also an outdoor person, this phone is also for you. And there are also some other things which I think if you are going to buy this device, you should take them into consideration, which is the update system or the software update system, because you are not going to get any updates. It's not even like Android 13, it's Android 10. And looking at the current version of Android, which is 14, we are even looking ahead for the new Android 15, which is yet to be released. So for someone who prioritizes security, then this phone is not for you. The battery life is good, the camera setup is decent, the build quality is very good, you don't need a cover. The screen, which is a Corning Gorilla Glass, is also very good. Everything is just on point, but I'm just giving you the analysis, and it's up to you as a consumer to decide what you can afford or what you can buy. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Away, bas.